Hello. In case you haven't noticed, I have been sneakily teaching you how to write a book. So when you have written this kind of overview for your challenge, you will have a lot of the meat you need to write a book. And that is not something that everyone in your industry will ever do or think of. So I have been sneakily helping you write a book or a guidebook or something that you can eventually have on Amazon to boost your credibility and your income. Whether you decide to take it all the way to the end like that is totally up to you, of course, but you are building a lot of the same framework needed to write a book. Like yesterday, this is a two-part challenge. One part is writing and building behind the scenes, and the other part is actually doing a post. Yesterday, I did it in the opposite order, so there's no right or wrong when you're building your challenge. You can do something like this where you give them 2 action steps in one day. But if you want to, of course, spread it out and maybe have more baby steps, you can divide them into 2. So day 13 was a big one. You had 2 things to do. You had your post challenge, which was to choose one of your 9 stories and share it in a video answering these 2 questions, how that experience, mentor, or mindset shift made you a better person. And then the second question you were supposed to answer in your video that you posted on Instagram was, what are you building? What is this challenge all about? And how is it going to help your niche audience? So you're supposed to be teasing them a little bit while also holding yourself accountable. So that was part 1 of day 13. Just a quick review here before we move on. I want to make sure I'm not leaving anyone behind or no one's confused because I do tend to talk a little bit fast. I'm sure you noticed that, which is another reason why I put a lot of this knowledge that I'm sharing with you here into books, because I know my level of moving forward is too fast for some people. It's a fast speed, and sometimes I drink too much caffeine, like today, and the sun's shining, and I feel very energized. So everything I'm sharing with you here in this Instagram marketing challenge is also in my books. If you don't know which book to look for, shoot me a message, and I'd be more than happy to send you a link to the one you need for what you're trying to achieve. So the second part of day 13 yesterday was to actually complete a writing exercise describing what your fans or followers will experience during your challenge. So basically put yourself in their shoes at the end of the challenge. What are they now experiencing? What knowledge do they now have? What actions have they taken that they wouldn't have taken if it wasn't for you and your awesome 3 to 5 day challenge? So that's just a quick recap of what we've done, and now we're going to build on that foundation today and bring this challenge to life for you. And also, of course, using Instagram, start driving some of your Instagram people over to YouTube. I recommend you spread your audience around at least 2 different platforms, and Instagram and YouTube are my faves. Today, you are going to actually start recording the videos for your challenge. So you've probably got 1 or 2, maybe 3, maybe all 4 or 5 of your challenges figured out. So each of those things you're going to challenge your viewers with to help them achieve a little bit of results, not the full meal deal of what you can offer in your business. You could obviously teach them a lot more if you got to know them better and worked with them one-on-one or in a group setting. But what you're doing is you're giving them a taste, and you're doing it in a way that is very trusting. You are saying to them and to the universe, I trust that if I do the right thing by sharing a bit of my knowledge with people through a free platform like YouTube, that good things will come my way and that more money will come my way and more fulfillment, more of the right people, because that is exactly what has happened to me. I've probably told you this a few times already, but I taught a free 6-week marketing school to 100 women. And after that 100th woman graduated from my program, I started charging for the program. So Fempreneur Marketing School was free for the first 100 women, and I have 0 regrets. So from my first class of, I think it was 8 women in the first class, and it was about 8 women in every class after that, I had 2 or 3, sometimes more, that would come and say, hey, Lindsay, I want to hire you to help me do more of what we've been doing in marketing school, but I want you to kind of help me one-on-one so that it's more curated to my specific business. Or I want you to build me a website. And so I ended up landing all sorts of business because I was giving of myself for free. I was kind of showing off a little bit, showing them what I could do. And then they were coming back and saying, hey, I want more of that in maybe a little different way, or I want more of that. And this is the thing, like I said last week or yesterday in day 13, I said, you're going to get better and better at seeing what the universe is telling you to build. You're going to get better at listening and picking up on those signals. Now, we don't want to build everything that the world throws at us and says, you should do this. You seem like you're good at this. You should do this, because we would literally we would just be too busy. We can't keep up with everything people want us to do. But Fempreneur Marketing School evolved a lot throughout those first 100 women, to the point where I was more than confident to charge a price for that 6-week marketing school. So that's what you're doing now. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm kind of sneakily showing you how to write a book, also showing you how to build a course. And because you're going to work out some kinks through this process, some people might, for example, come to the end of your day 2 challenge video and be a little confused, or feel like you could have, maybe added something else into the video that would have made it more exciting and powerful. They might have a really cool idea for you, and then you can implement that. Today's email that has the day 13 and 14 videos and all that bonus content, that is going to teach you the specific tech stuff I use to build videos. Now, you don't need to use any tech other than your cell phone and a one-take video that you don't edit at all, and put that up on YouTube, and that's your day 1 challenge video.
Today, when you're recording your first challenge video, what you're going to do is set up your phone to record a video of you making your video. Now, as you can see here, this could look like you using your computer to record the video, but if you don't want to do that, and I actually recommend you don't do it this way, I recommend you use your phone, because it's so quick and easy. Plus, it's awesome to be able to take your phone outside and make some of your videos outside. Then you're going to need another phone. So you're going to need to borrow, your spouse's phone, one of your kids' phones, a friend's phone, just briefly, so you can get a little recording of you actually making your video. Now, you could do this the opposite way. You could be using your computer, the camera on your computer, to record you making the video on your phone. What the point of this is the part 2 that you're about to learn about in a second here requires you to do more of that teasing on Instagram, letting people know that you're building something for them.
So today's Instagram marketing challenge is to actually record your first video. You can record all of them today. As you've noticed, sometimes I record more than one video in a day. I'll change my hair, I'll change my shirt. It's the same day, doesn't matter. So I recommend actually doing that, because sometimes when a bunch of time passes between videos that are supposed to flow into each other, I miss something, or I forget to say something. And so it would be a really good idea for you to set aside 2 to 3 hours in one chunk and just get all 3 to 5 of your videos recorded at the same time. Okay, so your post challenge for today is to, again, like yesterday, tease them a little bit about what they're going to get in the challenge.
If I were you, how I would do this is I would use this recording of me making my first challenge video, and I would put it into a reel on Instagram. And I would add some text over it using this strategy I'm going to share with you right now.
Now, there's a strategic way to do this so you don't give away something from your challenge without them needing to get the whole story or the whole, watch the whole video. For example, I'm going to teach you how to build your own challenge on YouTube. So if I say that to you, you're like, okay, sweet. That's a great idea. I never thought of building my own challenge on YouTube. Now I'm going to go do it without Lindsay's help. Very few people are going to do that. Most are going to want to come back and know how I did it, because it's something I've done, and they're going to want to follow through the steps that I've laid out for them. So what you want to do with this tease post today is talk about one of the outcomes from one of your challenges. So say in day 3, you own a clothing store, and you are challenging people to build 5 outfits from the things in their closet, and you're giving them some systems and some guidance that works, that, when you're in your clothing store and you're putting together maybe clothes on mannequins, or just laying out your store so that outfits can be easily matched together, you're giving them some of that advice that you use in your daily practice as a clothing boutique owner. So that would be an example. You would say, I'm going to teach you how to build outfits with the clothes you already have in your closet. And if you can attach a dollar value to it in any way, people are 10 times more likely to come and actually participate and either sign up or, watch the video or whatever. If you can say, this strategy will save you hundreds of dollars in the next 6 months. Or you could say this strategy will save you at least $300 in the next 6 months. Or, so if you attach a time frame, a dollar amount, and then that ideal outcome, and you put those things together into your tease post today, which could be a video or it could just be you, standing maybe in a messy closet with your hands up like this, and then some text across the image. Stay tuned. The challenge starts, whatever. Again, I want you to tease them, and I want you to also build some accountability for yourself around getting this challenge out there. I want to remind you about something. This is not one of those situations where you want to start repurposing this content across a whole bunch of platforms, meaning these videos are going to live on YouTube. Use these YouTube videos as a lead magnet. So a lead magnet is not something you want to repurpose because then it doesn't require people to come into your email list to get it. So don't repurpose these videos on other platforms. These live on YouTube only, and people must either find them on YouTube through Google searches, which is sweet. I've had some pretty cool people come into my world through that. Or they actually need to see that they can get this free challenge, this 5-day challenge, for example, by going to your website or clicking the link in your bio, which could be directly a link to a landing page where they answer a few questions. If you haven't signed up for my challenge and you don't want to, that's fine, but at least go to yycfempreneurs.com/challenge and follow through all the steps until you get to that button where you click submit, your email address, your info. If you don't want to submit your email address and your info, that's fine. Don't do it. But I want you to see the process that I've laid out because you need to do something like that, your own version of that. Okay, so yeah, today's homework assignment is to actually record these videos. If you want some tips and tricks about what to do in your industry, if you're still stumped, maybe you're a yoga teacher, maybe you're a nutritionist, maybe you sell clothing at a local boutique, find other people in your industry and see what they're doing and think, how can I turn this into a challenge where each day I'm teaching them something, but I'm also assigning them a bit of homework that's going to help them have a positive outcome that they're going to associate with me. And then they're going to love me more and be more excited about the idea of purchasing something from me and supporting me because I've supported them, or hiring me, or whatever it is that you do. Because I've been doing the kind of stuff that I'm teaching you for the last few years, and it works to grow your community, to grow your income, to grow your credibility. And honestly, that stuff that I just said is secondary to what's over here, which is bigger and better, kind of like these flowers right here. It's joy and it's inner beauty that comes from feeling connected to other people that really care about you and want to support you. And you're going to attract more of those if you stick with me and continue on this Instagram marketing challenge. As soon as you complete this challenge and you put this challenge out to the world, I want to know, because I want to see it. I want to experience it. I want to learn from you, from your area of expertise. I want to be on your email list. I want to be liking and subscribing on YouTube and Instagram. So tell me when it's done so that I can support you and share your stuff with other fempreneurs. And if you need more help, if you need, if you need a little one-on-one work with me, if you want to be part of a group of fempreneurs working through material like this, check out Fempreneur Marketing School. Check out the Fem Authors 6-month masterclass for women who want to write books. All that stuff is in the email that you have in your inbox if you're registered for the challenge. Okay, bye for now. See you tomorrow.